do an unboxing today. I picked up a Olivia F130 RE. It's a flat roller with a 50-to-1 gear ratio. When it comes shipped to you, you are going to either want two people or you need a dolly, because she is heavy. It's 147 pounds. I am so excited to open this. Won't you come along with me and check her out? Let's give her a little slip. A little slip. Stay close. Let's see what we got. Oh. So, I have an old S-Wine 80mm roller. And it works awesome still. But I'm finding the limitations of the width that I need for some silversmithing. And I saw this on eBay. This is the Olivia 130 rolling mill. Alright. Here's the instructions. We're going to try to do this as organically as possible. I bought this with my own money. We are padded up. Here, let me make sure we're in focus. Looking good. Some cutout foam. Good mamma mia. Ow. That's awesome. That thing's got to be 35 pounds. I think that helps with inertia. With the 50-to-1 gear ratio, I think it picks up momentum as you spin it, and you don't have to keep spinning it. You don't have to turn as hard as the little hand crank one, the little guess one right here. A little combination rolling mill. So we'll see. We'll see. Got bubble wrap. Oh, this is looking good. So I forgot the flat mill because I want wide pieces going through. Belt buckles and bolos and whatnot. Larger pieces. This is my first Durston purchase. I usually try to more of an economical shopper. But go cry once, buy once philosophy will ring true a lot of the times. Alright. Let me speed this up. You know what? I'm going to keep it live. I'm going to keep it live while I try to set this on the table just to see how tough this is. Way to pick this up. Me up. Look at this bad dad. Look at that bad dad. Yeah. It's up there. Alright, let me clean up some of this scrap so we can get on close in it. Getting our craftsman on here. What are our initial impressions? So that seems to be a hard plastic cover. Our adjustments of she moves up and down. I think it's 6 millimeters of travel. ring rollers on the outside, you can see the difference between the two of these. It's so much bigger. All right, if you ever bought anything online, you know, especially if it's metal, bare metal, they coat it in this nastiness. And I will clean it a little bit here just to see if Mineral Spirits does take it off, and then we'll fast forward it. Because, you know, you always hear, use some Mineral Spirits. It'll clean it up. And then you go to do it, and it's like this. It's like this. Not cleaning it up. We're going to have to really lather it on, I think, to get it going. It could be because it's 40 degrees in the shop today because I have the fan on the heater off. But that's okay. I was so excited to get this opened. So I quickly was not liking that very much. We're trying Zippo. And what do you know? It's like in an instant. So I think my suggestion is lighter fluid or naphtha. Yeah. We got it cleaned up. I threw the wheel on. I put just a little 3-in-1 oil in there. I wanted to take footage of putting it on, but I tried to get it back off. And it's tight, so I'm just leaving it on. We're gonna add the washer and the nut. Let's supply with the Allen key. This is blowing my mind. I spun it a couple times and it's just unbelievably dope how easy it moves. I'm guilty of over tightening everything in life. Oh, so slick, so slick. All right, we'll attach the handle. There is a little bit of rust in there, but nitpick, nitpick, nitpick. It's gonna get rustier here in Ohio. So we'll put this on. The one thing I noticed is when I was adjusting this, I was looking through the book to see how the widest opening, and I couldn't remember if it was 6mm or 8mm, but I was looking for the dial indicator where the stop is, and it's right up front, but you can't, it blends into with the plastic. It's just a little triangle, so we can fix that. That's maybe one nitpick. I would make that little white indent, but that's fairly minor. This sucker, a little tricky how to screw that on. Let's see. It spins really easy. It's difficult to get that on. I might have to get a little pair of pliers to spin that home. Give me 1 second and we'll figure that out. Your hex key, your Allen wrench turns to the back side of this. Yeah, I didn't think it should be as hard as it was. Well, that's very smart. I thank you, Durston. That's super dang cool. So we turn it left to loosen. I like to find where you're actually getting some tension, and then we'll back it up a little bit, and then just a little dial past. And that is such an aggressive, that feels such aggressive bite that it's kind of gets difficult to turn without it bolted down. Now that one's really easy. So we're just gonna go just a little bit past, keep feeding it through. It's awesome. So these are I haven't touched this other than what you've seen. This is me getting used to a Durston from my old setup here. And I'm having a little bit of a struggle. I used to just powering it. I'm used to just powering through. Yeah, that's very aggressive. That's a tough pull. And without it bolted down, even being 150 pounds, it's pretty rough to get through. All right, let me anneal this and see if that maybe is some of the issue, but I just annealed this. It is 3 millimeters thick. Okay. Actually, let's run it through this way. I'm biting, and I am literally 1, 2, 3, 4 past. 4 notches. Pretty easy. Pretty easy. I am new, so this is all my first impression. Just trying to use some intuition on how this stuff works. And I probably was going a little too aggressive on the turns. So let's say I do 10 ticks. Let's see how 10 ticks feels. That's a little tighter. That's a little tougher, but that's pretty manageable. Now we're getting, so 1, 2, 3, let's do 15 ticks. Let's see. It's a little rougher. I think that's nothing to put a little bit more gusto, but this is something I would prefer to do that to get it done quicker and rolled out faster. See how much we've taken away. And I'm just under 3, so not much at all. We're gonna do 20, 5, 10, 15, 20 ticks. 20 ticks? That's not so bad. I don't mind that. That's aggressive. It's a little bit of a push. Let's try to roll that sideways and straighten it out. Feeling nice and flat there. We've got just a bit of a curve. Okay. So to bring this down to the thickness, the reason I want 2 rolling mills is so I can do my square stock removal on making it smaller on this side. Now this isn't so bad with something this small to have consistent rolls to keep it nice and flat once it's annealed. But even this, I have to take so many bites we should be able to get something good there. At this mill, we can come down and feel the size. And let's see how fast we can go through this. Now you saw the difference. Let's see how aggressive a bite we can get. Not that aggressive, I don't think. This is real time. Real time. I should have cleaned this piece of silver. Oh well. That's okay. So this is pretty aggressive. I've got this quite a bit pinched down all the way to the wheels, I think, the wire. All as far as it'll go. And it's working me. As you can see, it's a bunch of turns. So if I needed to be seated for this, we're moving a lot slower. But I also am being very aggressive with this. We have a half round piece of wire. Pretty cool. Go down any farther. Real time, real tired. Once you get the clamp down on it a little bit, I'm not used to that long of a draw. But I gotta tell you, that is an awesome D-wire. Let me loosen the pressure. That probably helps. Not clamping down so hard. Let's see. One more. Just to see. Yeah. Yeah. That's what you want to do. That's doing some work for you. This is why I think this could be motorized. So, to be honest, this was my main goal, is to get this and within this year motorize it. When it's moving this freely, I don't think it'll take anything but a half horsepower, maybe even a third horsepower. But when I have it clamped down, boy, the brakes, they kind of cinch down on you, and it becomes a workout. That's a workout. So, let me readjust this and get some final thoughts on this. This is a beautifully made rolling mill. It's built like a truck, you can tell. I personally, after using this, would prefer more of a 4-to-1 gear reduction. Who is this made for? For people who need to sit down. Maybe someone who's struggling to really wrap their arm in a big circle to use a rolling mill. It's a beautiful tool. It's just so many revolutions to get one. For me, I would prefer to put a little bit more effort. I can swing a longer radius, so I think I would tend to use one of these more. I'm still ecstatic with having it. We'll see how long I end up keeping it. I want to put some time into it so I can have a real opinion. This is just a first impression video and an unboxing of what it takes to put this together, which is not that big of a deal, right? It's just cleaning it up, putting a handle on it. I appreciate you watching. I hope this helps anybody out there. I think this is a slower processed machine. It came out parallel. It's coming out nearly 2.5. Nearly 2.5. Yeah, it's parallel. Pretty cool. Beautiful tool. We'll see what she does in the future, okay? Thank you for watching, everyone. Get out there and make something good, all right? Use your hands. Peace.